Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is NtsikiC, and today, guys, I wanted to share my skincare routine. So, not really my skincare routine, but kind of like the skincare products that have really helped a girl out. So at the beginning of this year, I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, I was going through the most. Okay, I was going through the most. My stress levels were up here, like like they were up there, and my skin had never been like that before. I'll try to insert like a little video or a picture of how my skin was. And right now, I'm thankful that I did that because I was so self-conscious. I was shocked to even see that I had something, a picture of how my skin was, because I had never had skin that bad before. So just a little background on my skin. Um, Basically, I've kind of been like everyone, I guess, um, throughout the teenage years, I had like one or two pimples around that time of the month. Or like maybe there'd be three if it's going crazy. But I would say around age 23, 24, yeah, that's when my skin started being strange. At the time, guys, this is why I preach health and doing things right. This is why, like, at the time, I had gained so much weight, like freshest bread was real, okay? I had gained a ridiculous amount of weight, and I was super eager to kind of just lose the weight. And I started off well. And I was kind of exercising, trying to eat healthy, but one thing about me, guys, one thing about me, I am a foodie. So that has always been the biggest challenge for me. Always. It's always been the biggest challenge. So I basically was struggling with eating, and I started looking into fad diets to try and push myself in the right way. Because I was doing all of this exercising. In general, exercise is easy for me. I love to be physically active, but that's not going to do anything for you. If you want to be healthy, if you want to lose weight, you have to eat healthy. We all know that. In any case, so I started just dabbling into some fat diets. I think I did the military diet. I did low carb. I did a few. You know, one diet I could never do. I think I did it for like 2 days max. Is the vegan diet. Guys, ngikoza, I am a carnivore. Okay, so it just really didn't work for me. Yeah, that's the only one I can properly say that I really didn't give it my all. But in general, the rest of them, been there, done that. Okay. And then eventually I got into calorie counting. Right. So I'm a short girl. I'm very short. I'm like 1.54 meters tall. Like, I'm petite. So obviously, as a petite girl, I always look bigger than I guess I carry the weight. Like, it's easy to see that I'm carrying extra weight. Let me say it like that. And every time every time I would see myself in the mirror, I'd be like, gosh, I'm just not losing the weight fast enough. I'd lose 5 kgs and I'd feel like, but you still look huge. Like, even though that's like a significant amount of weight. So I wanted something quick and something that would make a difference. And that's when I looked into calorie counting. Right. And I mean, most fitness YouTubers will kind of tell you to go find a macro calculator or a calorie calculator. Just put in your stats there, so your weight, your height, and your activity level, right? And because I'm short, it always ended up being around 1,200, 1,300 max. Max. So I was like, oh, okay, so I need to eat around 1,200 calories and I'm gonna lose all of this weight. I did. Let me tell you something. I did. I lost the weight, but I gained so many more problems in during that little journey. So I lost the weight, and the thing is, I was hungry. Like I said, I can eat, and I think that's one of the things that is really difficult in terms of those calorie calculators, because they kind of take your height into consideration, which is fine. I guess I should be eating less, but I've got such a big appetite. Like, there is no way that I should be eating that little. I've got quite a big appetite. Even when I was smaller, I was still eating quite a, even before I had problems with my body, I was still eating quite a lot. In any case, long story short, I started developing acne because I think my body was just under a lot of stress. I was hungry, guys. Like, I was hungry, but I was like, I need to do this, and I could see the results. I could see, yay, I think I dropped down to, the smallest I remember being was around 57 kgs, and that was probably the smallest I've ever been in my adult life. Like, this is someone who was coming, I was probably at my heaviest. Oh, I was quite big. I was quite big. The last time, I think at my heaviest, I was around 78 kgs. I was huge. I won't lie. Because I'm small, that is huge. I was quite big. And I dropped down to about 57 kgs in less than 6 months. I think, yeah, I went back to varsity in around February. By the time I went back home in June, I was 57 kgs. So just gauge that. So my body is under a lot of stress, and I started basically breaking out. But it was a strange place where I was breaking out. I was breaking out under my chin and around my jawline. And that was strange because usually during, like, around that time of the month, I would break out on my forehead, maybe one or two on my cheek, nothing hectic. But here it was like these big, painful pimples under my cheek, and then there would be like a hair sticking out of there. I'd be like, what's going on? And I hate facial hair, so I would always just pull it out. But in any case, that's what I was dealing with. Then I decided to go on the pill because I was like, I don't want this. So I went on the pill, and yeah, and it kind of cleared my acne. I mean, I still had a few under my chin, but it was not a big deal, okay? But obviously, with then going on the pill and going home, your girl gained so much weight. I gained so much weight. By the time I came back after like 6 weeks to 2 months of vac, I was probably like almost 10 kgs heavier. Yeah. So again, yo-yo dieting, guys, it really messed up with my skin. And then, so when I went back to school, I went back on diet, but it was difficult to now maintain the same discipline that I had before. But I still lost, I'd say, about 5 kgs, and I kept kind of yo-yo dieting. Fast forward to this year. So this year, I had kind of been on the pill for a while for contraceptive reasons as well as for my skin. But 2021 hit a girl hard, I just was dealing with a lot at the beginning of this year. I don't remember ever being this stressed before in my life. It was heavy. It was a different kind of stress, actually. I've been stressed before, but it was heavy. Like, it really toyed with my mental health. Like, I was down in the dungeons. I was in a very dark place. So my skin just erupted. Like, I had pimples everywhere. Painful red pimples on my forehead, around my chin, but most of them were around my jawline and under my chin as well. And so I knew, okay, from the research that I kind of been doing, this is very much stress and hormone related, which I guess is all under the same umbrella of hormone related, because stress causes like a release of stress hormones, which can also add to just acne, basically. So around this time, while my skin was doing the most, I also was contemplating basically stopping oral contraceptives. I was done, guys. I was done. I hate pills. Like all those, like a teeny tiny little pill that, I mean, even I can take it. I struggle with taking pills, but I can take it. I was tired of having to set alarms. I was tired of alarms ringing, reminding me of this medication. I was just tired of it, and I didn't want it anymore. And plus, in any case, it wasn't helping at this point. My skin was erupting. So I stopped it. Cold turkey. And obviously, my skin went even crazier. And that's when I realized, okay, you know what? I need to change my whole regimen, and I need to do better, because I don't want my skin to be like this. Like I can't. It's really like already I'm struggling with my mental health. Now this is just taking me to a real low in terms of my self-confidence and my self-esteem. So basically I started researching, and I found that, okay, also I'm 28, guys, like, and I'm petite, I'm small, okay? So I've always looked younger than I am, but I was like, you know what, I also want to be, you know, the J-Los and the Halle Berrys, you know, when I'm 50 and just look like I'm in my 30s. So while I want to just get rid of this acne, I also want to try and focus for the first time in my life on anti-aging, right? I've never really thought about it before that, but I was like, yeah, let me just focus on it as well. So then I started researching. So the main thing, and well, after my research, this is basically what I figured out would hopefully help me, and it really did. So my skin at the moment, I still have marks, dark marks here. I still have some dark marks here, but I don't have even one pimple right now. These are all just marks. And honestly, everything I'm going to share with you guys made my skin look better 2 months. Literally, by the first week, I already started seeing a bit of difference. And not in terms of the pimples, but in terms of like the dullness kind of disappeared. My skin started looking brighter. I started slowly having a bit of a glow, even though I still had cystic acne. But in any case, it like everything, my skin started looking better. I'll try to insert some pictures somewhere around here. But firstly, my morning skin routine. So first, guys, let me tell you, vitamin C serum, especially this one, Ivici, guys, this one, but let me tell you one thing. This thing is hella expensive. Okay. During the time I was having a lot of stress, one of my stresses was due to financial issues, guys. And this was so expensive. So this is like 500 something. Yeah, basically 600 rand. It is the tiniest little thing. Okay. It lasted me about 6 weeks. And you know when they say, what does the box say? Let me tell you what the box says. When it says smoother and softer skin, they aren't lying. Brighter skin, skin feeling tighter, more even complexion. This is not lying. This is a serious plug. It was worth every single penny. Obviously, I only used it, I think I used it once, in terms of like I bought the box once, and then I was like, girl, you can't afford this right now, okay? I'm going back to this now that I can afford it, but if you can't afford it, I then moved on. So this is vitamin C serum, and it's a 15% pure vitamin C with hyaluronic acid. So what vitamin C does, from my small little research, is that it fights against free radicals. So it protects your skin from basically pollution, anything that tries to damage your skin cells. It comes and protects. So that's why your skin ends up feel like looking brighter and softer and whatnot, because your cells aren't basically being damaged by pollution and anything that you put on your face and anything that you eat and whatnot. And then the hyaluronic acid is what helps your skin to absorb the product even more. So this is a high, basically this is a high percentage, so 15% pure vitamin C with the hyaluronic acid. So it really helps your skin to absorb the vitamin C. When I realized that, you know what, I can't afford this, I then moved to Skin Functional. So Skin Functional, this one was, I think, 285-ish. Yeah. So you can get it on Takealot or on their website. And this is a 10% vitamin C that comes with 3% vitamin E. It does the job. Okay. So see, obviously it's actually, let me compare it to, it's a bigger bottle. Okay, so obviously this lasts, gosh, I think I'm on month 3 now, and it's still the same bottle. Like, it really does last. Shame. But this, guys, if you can afford this, just get this one. But if you're on a budget, this one also works. That's what I would say. So now that my budget is a little bit more free, I'm gonna be moving away from this one back to Vichy, back to the Vichy one. But this also really worked, Shem. You know what? I'm not like it does work. It just doesn't work as well, I guess, because of the strength and the hyaluronic acid. But also, one thing to mention is that Skin Functional does have hyaluronic acid serum as well. So maybe you could get this and that and the hyaluronic and kind of make your own little concoction of this. But this one's still better. Okay. So firstly, so usually, let me start from the beginning. What I usually do is that I wash my face. I know what you're thinking. Girl, that says men. I know. So basically, when my skin was going crazy, my boyfriend suggested that I use his face wash, which is this one. And at the time, I was like, gosh, this doesn't even make sense. Like, but I was so desperate. That I was actually willing to try anything. So, let me show you guys what I was using before. So before switching to Vaseline Men Deep Cleanse, I was using Garnier, the 3-in-1 charcoal face wash. Guys, this actually worked really well for me before this drastic and really horrifying skin event. So this actually really worked well for me before, but my skin just was not budging with this with when it basically was going through the most and erupting. That charcoal face wash did not do anything. So I then was like, okay, sure, I'm willing to try this. And I tried it and I started seeing difference. I mean, granted, I was also using all the other face products, but I feel like it worked. I don't know. But in any case, I'm now going to stop using this because I've been researching more about face washes, and most dermatologists recommend using a gentle cleanser if you have got acne prone skin. So that's what I'm gonna move more towards at the moment. I found one by La Roche-Posay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the one I'm gonna try out, and maybe at my next on my next skincare update, I can tell you how my skin has been either agreeing with it or not. But in any case, so that's what I'm using currently at the moment. Then, so I wash my face with that. Then I use the vitamin C serum. And then then I give the vitamin C serum some time. So usually around 10 to 15 minutes. So put um I just put it on my skin and then I'll do something else. And then after 10 to 15 minutes, then I go in with my benzoyl peroxide. Guys, this stuff, yay, 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 yay. It really bleaches your clothes. It has destroyed my towels and my turtlenecks. It really has destroyed them in terms of color, but also really works. Shame. I didn't want to do the face wash. I didn't want to do anything that would be too harsh on my skin. Like I didn't want to strip it too much from it, but I knew that I obviously needed products that target acne, but I didn't want to use the whole kit, the whole Banda kit. So yeah, so this I've been using. So at first, when I first started, I was applying it on my whole face and my neck. Then right here, yeah, right here, that's when the irritation started to occur, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? My neck is like, no, I don't like this. So then I started just putting it, spot treating my neck, and then but putting it on my whole face because at the time I had acne basically everywhere. Then, as the acne started to subside, I started spot treating my face as well because where there's like, if you put this and there's no acne, the irritation, girl, don't do it. Like, this actually really, it's really a powerful little water-based gel is what's written here. So now what I usually use it for is just on my neck, because on my neck I still sometimes get like these pimples that come and go, so I will use it there and along my jawline, but I mostly just spot treat with this one now. I don't need it as much as I did before, so it really actually worked. And then once I've given this about 10 minutes to soak in, I'll then go in with my sunscreen. I use the sunscreen by Sun Protect. It's a NtsikiC brand, SPF 50. Guys, don't sleep on your sunscreen. You need this. You just need it. It's not about acne, it's about protecting your skin and, preventing aging. Which there's nothing wrong with aging, by the way. Nothing wrong. But, gotta age gracefully. Anyways, so that's basically what I use in the morning. And at night, I will go in again, wash my face with the Nivea Men, with the Vaseline. Why am I saying Nivea? With Vaseline Men Deep Cleanse. And then what I'll use is a 0.1% retinaldehyde. So this, guys, this is like a retinoid, right? It's one of the retinoids. So in terms of the retinoid family, you get retinol, retinaldehyde, differin, and then like Accutane, right? Which is like the most powerful that you need a script for. So I initially wanted differin. I had used differin before, when I was explaining that my acne started going crazy, right when I was doing extreme diets. When I started getting acne, I went to a GP. That's when I started the pill. They started me on the pill and they gave me differin. Now this GP did not explain to a girl that first your acne becomes worse before it gets better. So here I am busy with the differin, applying it to my whole face, trying to just make sure that I'm using this twice a day. I'm making sure that I'm covering every part of my face, and my skin just went worse. And then I stopped using it because I didn't know that you have to keep using it, and this was part of the process. But in any case, now that I know better, I wanted to use different, but then I was like, let's try one that is, first of all, like not as harsh. Like there's no need to go for different if the retinaldehyde works. Basically, that's what I wanted. I knew that the retinol, I knew the retinol was just a little too mild for my skin, especially since I have used different before. And I wanted something stronger, but I didn't want to go to different again. I just wanted, and I definitely did not want to try Roaccutane. I wanted to just take it slow. I'm glad I did. I mean, the retinaldehyde actually really works perfectly for my skin. I use it every night after washing my face. And once my face is completely dry, I will then apply the retinaldehyde, and I'll wait about 15-20 minutes until my face is just about completely absorbed. Has completely absorbed the retinaldehyde. This is also from Skin Functional, guys. I really love this. This I'm gonna keep buying from them, definitely. And then once everything is dry, I then go in with L'Oreal. So L'Oreal has this Age Perfect facial oil. This I actually started before my skin went crazy. My mom had gotten it as a she bought the Age Perfect kind of set, and this came as a gift. And then it just wasn't agreeing with her skin at all. She didn't like the oiliness. It just wasn't agreeing with her skin. And I was like, let me try it. I mean, why not? And my skin loves this. It makes my skin so soft. So I've always kind of used this in my skincare routine, but now I only use it at night. Before I used to use it during the day, like in the morning, but now I only use it at night. So after the retinaldehyde, I'll then moisturize my face with the L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil, Age Perfect facial oil. So yeah, it really does. It just makes my skin feel really well, like nice and soft and nourished and well moisturized. I think I kind of use it as a moisturizer, but I really like this. That's one of the things that I've kind of kept constant throughout the years. In terms of one more thing, guys. One thing that I learned also, I used to do it like occasionally, like if I'm pampering myself or if I feel like I need a stress reliever, I used to use it like that. But guys, don't sleep on your face mask. That's one thing that's been a game changer for sure. I mean, I did it more religiously, I guess. When I had acne, I used to basically do a face mask every single week. Now I do it about every 2 weeks or so, but I definitely try to do two a month minimum. I try to do two a month. I really love these ones by Garnier. They basically hydrating masks for the different ingredients. I think I have only one more left now. Yeah, I have one more left, but they really help to hydrate the skin. I really love these. But another thing that I actually like to use as a mask now. So these are around, I think, 150 Rand for three. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Especially since I alternate them with the charcoal. So now I use the Garnier Skin Active Charcoal Face Wash as a mask. And I find that it's actually so much better now. It also has salicylic acid, guys, which is really good for acne. So that's probably why it worked in the beginning, but I don't know why my skin didn't like it after a while. But I use this as a mask now in conjunction. So basically I just use Garnier as for my face mask. I try to do it weekly, but usually every second week. And I'd say that's really what has worked for me. I mean, yes, like I said, guys, okay, I'm wearing a bit of makeup, but like I still have some marks on my skin, but it is nothing compared to how my skin was. I've never had acne like that before, and I never ever want to be there again. But in a way, you must look at everything and be grateful in a way. Like it made me really research about skin. My skin has never looked and felt like this ever before. It kind of helped me take care of my skin because I was really lazy with my skin. I was like, but now I really think about the products before I buy them. I research the products and I try to spend my money where it's worth it. Like I said, I'm getting that vitamin C, guys. It's expensive, but it's worth it for me. But in any case, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you got something from this video. If you are struggling with your skin, girl, it's not the end of the world. You will get through it. I was definitely there. It really does suck, but it will get better with time. You just need to find what your skin likes, and then it will blossom. Also, what I want to note, just a side note, guys, I was taking a multivitamin at the time, and I was also trying my best to drink lots and lots of water. So I also think that also contributed. I think if I had been consistent with my exercise and also been consistent with eating healthy, I would have gotten faster and possibly better results. But girl, my emotional eating just was not letting me thrive. But in any case, it still worked out. I tried to drink as much water as I possibly could. I aimed for minimum 2 liters every day, and then I always drank just a multivitamin. I used the one from Ultra Performance. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it helps you in your journey with your skin. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let's share tips, guys. If you think there's something that you've been using that could help me, please drop it down below, guys, and let's help each other. Let's encourage each other. Yeah, and let's motivate each other. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.